This week in absurd news, Pluto is a planet again. Wisconsin drunk drivers have sex in the back of a cop car. Man showing off new gun gets robbed at gunpoint.
This week in absurd news, the International Astronomical Union said that Pluto could be a planet again.
Hey science, you know what doesn't go back on its word and always has a clear-cut answer for us? The Bible.
It was downgraded to dwarf planet a few years ago, but then it got its own reality show on TLC.
Tune in to Little Planet, Big World.
You know, those unions always wanting more, either human rights or planetary mass.
I always thought Pluto was a planet, but then again, I also thought that ponies were just baby horses. It turns out they're not.
I bet Pluto's been waiting by the phone for 6 years for this call.
I am sick of all this planetary will they, won't they. Pluto is becoming like the Ross and Rachel of the planetary set.
Ponies are one thing and horses are something completely different.
Hello? No, my refrigerator isn't Ha ha, very funny, Neptune.
There's so much sexual tension there. I mean, will Pluto just bang Uranus already?
Like a horse is like a horse, but then like a pony is like a different, it's like its own thing. A pony's its own thing.
Yeah, I can't pay my student loans right now. Kind of been falling on harsh times since I lost my job as a planet.
I feel bad for the scientist whose only contribution to the world was saying that Pluto wasn't a planet. His kids are either going to think he's crazy or a dick.
Yeah, suck it, Neil deGrasse Tyson.
It feels like Pluto keeps dropping out. It's like the hazing process at a sorority. I feel like Pluto is gonna stop being a planet pretty soon after it wakes up in the morning smelling like regret, vomit, and Smirnoff.
So once again, we're back to the original 9 planets, and I won't be having sex on any of them.
I think nerds have enough to worry about right now. Isn't there a new Star Wars movie coming out?
A man in Oregon practicing open carry with a brand new handgun was robbed of it at gunpoint.
I didn't even know there were black people in Oregon.
This guy was practicing open carry, which is also the name of my favorite Sex and the City episode.
He was showing his gun to his cousin when a man wearing sweatpants and flip-flops said, "I like your gun, give it to me." So he gave it to him and he left.
Yeah, because it's really tough to chase down a guy in flip-flops.
The guy was wearing sweatpants and flip-flops, like a drunk dad in a video store.
That's not a crime. That's a compliment and a request. Both are often given at 2 a.m.
I once lost my gun in a ball pit at Chuck E. Cheese, so I kind of feel for this guy.
I wonder if the guy thought the guy was playing at first, like, haha, man, you're silly, man. Oh, you really want my gun? Oh, you're serious?
Hey, cool gun, what do you use yours for?
Protection. What do you use yours for?
Robbing people of their guns.
It was actually a remake of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, but they didn't mention Clint Eastwood wearing breakaway pants.
How does that saying go? You don't bring a knife to a gun. No, wait, he had a gun, so you don't bring a gun to a gun. No, that's not the one. Oh yeah, you don't let stupid people have guns. That's the one.
The assailant has been identified as a young black man in his early 20s, about 6 feet tall and 200 pounds of mostly balls.
If only there was another person there with a gun to straighten this whole thing out.
A couple in Wisconsin who were arrested for drunk driving now face additional charges after being caught having sex in the back seat of the squad car.
Nothing says stick it to the man like sticking it to your man in the back of a cop car.
You know those Wisconsiners, they love their beer and giving cheesehead.
I guess when he saw the way that the cop pushed her head down to get her into the back seat, he just couldn't help himself.
These two party.
So I just wonder how long the cop waited before they stopped him. Like, was it immediate or did it take a minute? Like, I'm gonna stop him right after I see a nipple.
Having sex in the back of a cop car, that's pretty much the apex of white privilege.
Looks like the Donkey Show has some competition for entertainment at this year's Policeman's Ball.
If you're black in this country, you can't let your pants sag past a certain inch, but if you're white, they can be around your knees and you can be inside another person in the back of a squad car. The cop will still let you get a few pumps in.
Drunk driving, getting arrested, having sex in the back of the cop car. This sounds like the checklist on a meth head scavenger hunt.
This is the laziest excuse for not using a condom. Like, baby, we have a cop in the front seat. That's all the protection we need.
These two met on dirtbagmingle.com.
Sounds like these two copped a feel.
Any other person would be blown away by the fact that they were able to have sex in the back of a cop car, but that's a little bit bigger than my studio apartment, so I'm not that impressed.
Fingering someone while wearing handcuffs is nearly impossible, but it also shows why Houdini was the greatest magician of all time.
The woman involved now faces a $500 fine. There are some girls who have spent more on a prom dress just to end up in the same place.
I wasn't expecting that. Good. I love not knowing the notes.
Yeah, let's do that again. Let's go back.
So stupid.
Let's go back to the first. You're so soft-spoken compared to everybody else.
Yeah, it's good. It's gonna be a breath of fresh air.
No, yeah.
That's gonna be my clip at the end now. Just me getting really excited to look at Sam.
That's pretty dumb, but
I don't know if I get the joke.
it's just like he got an upgrade.
Oh,
like,
okay.
you know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
I'll do it, okay.
Thanks for watching. Tune in next week for more absurd news.